Woven Almanac podcast. If it's your first time stopping by, I'll give you a super quick intro, and if you're a regular viewer of the Woven Almanac channel, then it's not your first time meeting me, but it's just best, and let's just discuss what's happened. If you watch my vlog channel, you'll know in the last couple of weeks I've been having a lot of issues for many years. I don't have any control over my channels. YouTube are placing ads all over them. I can't get monetized, which allows you to earn a very small amount of money. It's not a salary, but take control of the ads. And YouTube, you know, have reserved the right to just randomly place adverts over non-monetized channels, and I'd had enough. I do invest in a video editing suite. It's called Mohair. Do I recommend it? I think it's okay for a beginner. The only thing is, every time they release a lot of new versions, and every time you have to pay for the new version. And every time Lawrence, who's my partner, if you don't know, he complains to them, and you know, he will get a discount. Anyway, so yeah, I invest in Mohair just because, you know, it helps me, and Lawrence uses it. I think William used to use it, and I also invest in a music streaming service. So you know, if I'm invested in my channel, I would like to have a little bit more control over it. Anyway, so here we are. I started a new vlog channel. I'll put a link below to everything, and here we are for episode 1 of the brand new but the same the Woven Almanac podcast channel. So what can you expect? If you don't know me, I'll give you a little intro. So as I just mentioned, I do vlog. I live in the Netherlands, just on the border of Amsterdam. I've lived here I always have to think about this. I go off Joshua's age, so 24 years. Joshua is my eldest son. He is almost 23, and my youngest son William is 18, and their daddy, my partner Lawrence, he's from South Africa. So we're a bit of a sort of multilingual sort of, you know, mishmash of nationalities here, and we live here with our little Parsons Terrier Jack, who's been very poorly, but I'm glad to say he's better now, and I'll talk about that in the next vlog. Sorry, I'm fiddling with I've got Pandora bracelets, and I've just washed my hands so they're a little bit wet. Sorry, stop fiddling. So it's episode 1. Where to find me on other socials. So I'll put, I think I just mentioned, did I? If not, I'll put a link below in the description box of the channel, like my socials, my email, etc. Anything to talk about, I'll put timestamps. So if a particular craft is not for you, you can go back and forth. I am hoping at some point to try and move across the content from my old channel, so we're just in one place. But that's also proving to be a little bit of an ongoing battle. Anyway, that's my problem, not yours. And if I don't have a link to something I've bought or recommend, I'll just give you a little bit of text so you can go away and, you know, use whatever search engine you're using to find it yourself. So where to find me, as I said, Dawn's Days vlog. On Instagram, I'm at Dawn's Days, and I do post occasionally on TikTok, not very often, but you know, maybe you want to have a look. That's Dawn's Days. It's very simple. Everything's Dawn's Days except for the podcast, which is the Woven Almanac. So my typical format is I give you a little update since I last filmed a podcast. So I will do that, even though we're operating on 2 different channels at the moment. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. I know this must be confusing. It's confusing for me, so it's probably very confusing for you. If you're from the old channel or the vlog, thank you. I'm not talking to myself. Hurrah. Oh, I'm sorry. I also, just for a video to kind of open the channel, I re-uploaded a little tour of my tiny craft room, which I revamped significantly in the spring of this year, 2025. Okay, waffle, right. So I'll give a little update of what I've been up to, you know, with our family, you know, and, you know, outside of the crafting world. And then I've got quite a bit of knitting chatter this week. I've got a bit of crochet, but also something exciting about crochet to share with you. I've been itching to tell you. I've got some sewing, which I'm quite enjoying my hand stitching at the moment. I've been doing decoupage, loving that. I'll share that with you in a minute. And then I've got a fair bit of incoming and future plans to share with you. So shall we begin? It's almost the spooky season, so I've got my mug. I bought this about maybe a month ago now from TK Maxx. I know in the States it's TJ Maxx, but Europe it's TK Maxx. And I've got in it, I can't tip it over to show you, I have got ginger tea. It's not fresh sliced ginger, but it's like ginger pulp, so it's not a tea bag. And I think there's a bit of apple in it, and I've run out of honey, so I put sugar. It's a wee bit spicy, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm hoping I don't choke. I'm talking to you. I'm just in the mood for coziness now. Here in the Netherlands, I'm just looking out of my window. It's still quite green and we're having very, very warm days. However, you can see we're kind of on the cusp of autumn, which feels a bit late to me. We have had a cracking summer. Should we just get into what I've been up to since I last spoke to you? So if you've watched the vlog, you'll know, but if you're not familiar with my content, we have a small motorboat. We have been boating for I think about 12 years now, and we started with a little old skidonk, you know, crappy engine, you know, we didn't care if we bumped it or it got nicked or whatever, and we loved it so much that we upgraded, and then we bought it was still an old boat but a bit bigger, and then last year we bought still a second-hand boat, but it was only a year old, and in boating terms that's quite, you know, that's still brand spanking new. We bought a lovely new motorboat. It's not very big, it's like 5 meters. You can fit 4 people very comfortably. 5 is okay, 6 is a bit of a squeeze. You could do 6 if you just went for a little sail. Living in the Netherlands, of course, we are surrounded by canals, but where I live, in a village called Aalsmeer, we've got a huge lake, and we have a good connection. We can sail to Amsterdam or wherever. So talking about autumn, but going back a few weeks, it's still quite warm. Our boat has not gone into winter storage, so we might get another couple of sails in before it does. But we have had an amazing summer. We have been sailing a lot, and my partner Lawrence, he works in IT, he's a contractor. He finished one project and this week he started a new one, so we had a bit of a break together, but you know, we had a like a staycation. We just did day trips, so we just spent a lot of time in the boat. We did a couple of sails to Amsterdam. We had an amazing event. We couldn't have it for 10 years. It's a sail where all these very famous historical tall ships sail around the world, and every 5 years they arrive in the port of Amsterdam, and it coincided with the 750th anniversary of the city of Amsterdam. So we took the boat in and it was beautiful. We've been to really a fairy tale castle in Utrecht called Castle de Haar. I filmed there. Oh my gosh, it was magical. We went again in Utrecht. We went to the Jaarbeurs, which is a big exhibition centre, and we saw the Van Gogh, whichever language you want to pronounce it in, Vincent van Gogh expo. And it was okay, but the main highlight was you sit in a big room, beautiful music playing, and then they've brought all his paintings to life, and it's an immersive experience. That was amazing. So I filmed there. Sticking with boating, we went to a fantastic boat show in Lelystad, which is not far from the coast. We saw amazing yachts and boats and bumped into some friends of ours there, did a little bit of shopping. So we've had a busy old time of it. Jack, our little doggy, was very, very sick, and in the last vlog I told everybody he was sick and forgot to give everybody an update. He is fine, he's back to normal. We don't know what was wrong with him, but you know, thank goodness he's fine now. What else? Oh yeah, the boys are back to college. They're both at college now. Told you Lawrence has started a new job. Jack's better, and autumn is almost here. Okay, I think 10 minutes in I can stop waffling about life updates. Sorry, if you know me, you know I like a good waffle. Let's jump into the knitting. So it's going to be a bit confusing because when I talk about the last podcast, I mean on the other channel. But I spoke to you. Do you know what? I was debating whether to show you, but I thought I would. I've made a little bit of progress on the Glow Hair Frost scarflet, and I believe, I know Paula, who's Stitched by Mrs. D, made the Glow Hair Frost shawl, and I'm pretty sure, is it Ammo from Perfect Pastimes? If you're watching Ammo, maybe you can correct me in the comments. But I thought Ammo had cast on the Glow Hair Frost shawl as well. I have already knitted the scarflet, which I loved. It was fantastic. And Stephen and Penelope's, which is Stephen West's store that he owns jointly with Penelope, they're based in Amsterdam, lucky me. And this year, I think in May, they moved premises, May or June. So in the spring of this year, I went to their shop and I had in mind I wanted to knit the scarflet, and I bought yarn from there. Not wet knits. I think I bought Life in the Long Grass and, oh gosh, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've gone for a little bit more of a commercial yarn. I spoke about it in the very last podcast on the Woven Almanac. If I can remember, I'll put a link to, or I'll mention what yarn and colours I'm using. But I'm on the cable section now, which is quite a long repeat. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. So I thought I'd show you, just, you know, and it is a little bit curved, and it needs a good block when you've done it. So I've done it is a paid for pattern, so I won't tell you too much, but it's in sections. I've done the eyelets, now I'm on the cable section. It's such a lovely pattern, and I'm not going to lie, I'm very tempted about doing the shawl, but it's huge. But saying that, I've got something huge to share, so I don't know why I'm talking myself out of it. These are what I'm knitting them in. 4-ply sock yarn and a mohair, and together they give you this really, sorry I'm clinking my mug, they give you this really nice heathered look. So it's beautiful. I am enjoying it. It's not on the naughty step or time out. It's just because I got carried away with something. So again, sorry, in the very last episode on the other channel, I told everybody I was thinking of casting on a shawl. It's called did I write it down? Highland Peak shawl by the Knitting Expat, who's also here on YouTube. And I was thinking of casting it on. I couldn't put it down. I cast it on. I blocked it. Finished. And this is it. Oh my gosh. I think I went a bit wrong on the last few stitches, but and it's lace, and I was like, oh no, I was quite a few rows in, and I thought, you know what, give it up, Dawn. Nobody's going to look at this and think, oh, you made a mistake on that row. Just, you know, stop trying to be a perfectionist. It does not matter. And I let it go, and I carried on, and I'm super happy with it, and I don't care. But maybe you can see where I've sort of, I kept gaining one and losing one, a stitch on the row, but I don't care. I've blocked it. It does need a good block. The only thing is, I got to the end, I was so happy, and it was really late at night, and I just bound it off, and then I read in the pattern it said a stretchy bind off, and it definitely does need a stretch. It's okay. So I'm not wearing mine as a shawl. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So nice, can't wait to wear it. I'm actually going to wear mine as like a scarf. Oh gosh, just had a shower and my hair's a bit wet, so I'm going to wear mine. See, it does curl a bit because if it had the stretchy bind off, it would probably sit, oh, would it sit a bit better? I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to wear mine like this, and it's still, you know, if you want, you could sort of tie it underneath, sorry, to make like a cowl, or I would just leave that. But I think that's just, yeah. And then if you don't want this, it's a very interesting beginning that I've not done before. So if you don't want that on view, you can just pop it in. So what do you think? Can you see it? You can't get me all in shot. I'll move back. How about that? There you go. I don't, now the camera, the aperture's playing up now. I'm sorry about this. I don't know why. I'm in the tiniest box room in the house, not that I've got many box rooms. I'm in the tiniest room in the house, which is the box room. And for some reason, it always looks dark over there. I must say, you can see this on camera. I had some, this was the kids' nursery. I had some stickers on that door. And I've painted it once, but it's like a yellow patch. I'm thinking of actually wallpapering the door with something funky. It's my craft room. There's nothing girly or pink in my house, so I can just go as wacky as I like here. But I don't know But I don't know if it might be a bit distracting. I'll see. Anyway, so this is it. This is my Highland Peak shawl by the Knitting Expat. I absolutely love it. I couldn't put it down. And I did a lot of this car knitting because, as I said earlier, we did a lot of day trips. It's a bit warm today. So that's kind of why I neglected the Glow Hair Frost scarflet, because I've knitted one already and I'm enjoying it, but it's more like it's not, you know, first, second or third choice at the moment, but it's fine. I'm still doing a little bit on it. But then I really enjoyed knitting that that shawl. I just loved it. Seriously, I couldn't, it just flew off the needles. It's been, I think I did it in less than 2 weeks, and I was doing a lot of other things and life as such. How are we doing for time? I'm conscious that I don't want to keep you here too long, but I missed having like some kind of shawl on the needles. I think I'm in my, you know, I think Taylor Swift, I'm in my knitting era. I feel like knitting's really sort of, you know, in the forefront at the moment. Can't speak. Just have a little slurp. Oh, my ginger's sinking to the bottom. I forgot to bring a cup up, a spoon. And maybe I can use I've got a pen. Anyway, I'll stop. It still tastes gingery. Anyway, in oh my gosh, I think in 2022 it could be, my lovely friend Karen, who's also here on YouTube, many of you will know her, she's Stitches and Jacks. Karen very kindly one Christmas treated me to Knit Vent, which was, I think, 12 knitting patterns for Advent. I'm pretty sure it's by Helen Stewart, I think. I'm sure it is. I haven't got the pattern here with me. And I love them all, but I don't know, I just didn't have an urge to cast anything on from them. And I don't know, in hindsight, maybe I was feeling a bit intimidated by them, but as I've grown or gained confidence with my knitting, like, I'll have a go at anything with crochet. Nothing, you know, puts me off, doesn't like scare me. But I don't know, with knitting, you know, I've always felt a little bit intimidated by things. And also crochet just works up so quickly, and knitting, you know, it's a commitment. If you're going to knit something big, you've got to be, you know, in it for the long haul. Anyway, one of the things that was in it is the anthology thread, and it's fantastic because it just guzzles up all your minis or scraps leftovers. And I have cast it on, and I'm now at 20%. And that's the nice thing with Helen Stewart's patterns. She writes every row down and tells you where you're at, like 15%, 20%. And every time you see that little marker, it's like, oh, you know, get a little endorphin kind of thing. And I've just literally doubled in size. So I've got over 500 stitches on this. It's like a bag at the moment. I am going to transfer it to a longer cable soon. I've got a 100cm cable, but I'm very happily, this is fine. I'm very comfortable with this. I don't feel, you know, that it's not scrunched yet. But as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minis. Now, granted, I think not all of them were full size. Some of them have got stellina. Where have they come from? I don't know. There could be a little bit of everybody in here, because these are stash shopping. They could have been exchanged, swapped, gifted, bought, woolly advents from all over the show. All I know is that most of my minis are sock weight. So I don't really get an idea of it, but it's a circular throw. Oh my gosh, and I've really enjoyed this. This is also, if you want a kind of mindless knit, this one is really, it's a no-brainer, apart from when you get to the lace. But the lace is it's a very basic repeat. There's nothing complicated in there, and this is the same. I would, if you feel like, you know, that sort of rhythm, that mindfulness, that calmness of knitting without using up too much brain power, this is great. If you've got scraps or minis that you want to just, you know, you could knit it up the whole year round. I'm looking forward to this. Now it's autumn, looking outside. It's going to be snuggly and warm on my knee when it gets bigger. But yeah, it's gonna start taking a while now. It's whipped up really quick, up to 20%, but I'm loving it. And I'm not sure what colour I'm going to go next. I'm almost at the end of this mini. And that's the fun of it. I've not planned the colour scheme. I've literally just I went through my stash, not all of my stash. I went through a fair amount of my stash, picked out the colours that I liked, threw them in a project bag, and I'm just willy-nilly picking them out. That's why I wouldn't have put this pink and blue together necessarily, but I thought, let it go, just put it in. And actually, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Anyway, so anthology throw. I know many of you have knitted it, so, you know, let me know if you've enjoyed it. I mean, I'm going to see how far I get, and that's also why I'm showing you, because I'm kind of holding myself accountable. But yeah, I've loved it. How are we doing for time? Okay, let's get into the crochet. I've been harping on about this on my other channel, but I don't even know. I think I've made 5 now of the South Bay Charlotte. But again, I'm talking about car knitting. I'm quite a way in to this. I think this is going to be the last one I make. But I thought I'd just show you the progress. I've made lovely ombre ones. I don't think I've got any here to show you. I decided to do one in like a nice, it's like a, oh gosh, that's serious blowout. Is that better? It's not like white, it's like a pearly white. And this is the 3rd ball. So when I finish this, I've decided I'm going to do a coloured picot edge, maybe red or blue, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's really growing, and then when it blocks, it's lovely. But I thought I'd show you. I don't know why this is made with it's a cotton by Elise. This feels thicker than the ombre one that I've done all my other shawls in, but I'm really loving it. Will I keep it? Is it for somebody? I don't know. I'm just enjoying the process. And sometimes in the car, you know, when I don't feel like knitting, it's been great to crochet. This is a free pattern by Lion Brand yarn, and it's very I don't recommend the pattern, but if you go to Kiki's Crochet on YouTube, just have the pattern for the number of rows, and her video walks you through the entire process. It's fantastic. It's a free pattern. You just have to be subscribed to their newsletter. Yeah, and as I said, I don't know, this was like my, you know, spring, summer shawl. I just could not stop making them. I actually wore one the other day. I went to a friend's barbecue, and it was one of those, it was warm, but it was, will it get a little bit nippy in the evening? So I had a long sleeve blouse on, and then I took my shawl with me, and perfect. So this time of the year, I think I'm going to wear my shawls. And again, I'll wear them either as a shawl or, you know, like a cowl kind of thing. Right, this is very exciting. Oh my gosh. For years, as long as I have been talking about crochet on YouTube, every time it's this time of the year, I show you, I've made a pumpkin, I've made this, and I always say, oh, I should write that down. And I've finally written down my pumpkin recipe, my pattern that I've kind of gathered from years, and just, you know, I've crocheted a lot of pumpkins in my time. If you crochet, you've probably made a gazillion yourself. So I've written it down. I'm in the process of filming a tutorial because I want to really make it very beginner friendly and simple. And my darling friend, who many of you will know, Jeanette, his Crafty Clegs Creations and Crafty Clegs Journals here on YouTube. I confided in Jeanette. I said, listen, I've been talking about this for ages. I've done it. I've written the pattern. I said, do you think you could have a look at it for me? She went, oh, I'm going to make it. So I was like, no, I know you're busy, because as I'm filming, Jeanette has been doing a daily vlog. I think it's like a week with the Clegs. Oh my gosh, it's been fantastic. I'm going to link to Jeanette's channel. Jeanette has suddenly, she's been in a bit of a crafting slump, and she's just firing it all guns blazing. The things that she's influencing me to buy and make, I'm not very happy with her, because I want to do it, buy and make everything she's shown us the whole week. It's been fantastic. So she said, no, I'm going to make a pumpkin. And I felt terrible. I said, no, it's fine, because I know you're busy with your daily vlogs. Well, yesterday, as I'm filming this, I was just on the way to bed, so I've watched it this morning. She's already made the pumpkin. So I'm going to put a picture here of Jeanette's pumpkin. Pink. Who would have thought it? It's fantastic. And she's said that nothing wrong with the pattern. In the pattern, so I need to now, it's very tiny print, so I'm going to make it into 2 pages and change the name. It says by Dawn today, but it's actually by the Woven Almanac, because I'm going to keep the crafty stuff kind of separate. It's called the Ultimate Crochet Pumpkin Pattern. It's going to be free. I'm going to make it 2 pages. It'll be a PDF. I'm thinking it'll be hosted on Ravelry. I think I'm not very good at Ravelry. I'm good at buying patterns from Ravelry, but uploading my own stuff into it, I'm not very good. So that's what I'm thinking. And it will be for free, and there will be a tutorial with it. So it'll all be ready before spooky season, but maybe in the week, maybe we'll see, fingers crossed. But anyway, you'll be the first to hear about it. I'll talk about it on my Instagram. But yeah, I've got pieces of pumpkin in various stages, because I'm crocheting for the tutorial. And I've checked, I've done mine in Scapia's Soft Fun, which I think would be like a DK kind of DK, or I'm not sure. I've lost the ball band. I'm almost done. This is why it's a scrappy project. And in the pattern, I don't mention any, like a ball of this or 50 gram of that. I don't mention it, because it's meant to be a stash buster as well. And also, I'm going to make one as well. It'd be nice, because you crochet it in short rows. It would be nice to do alternate colours, so it's like a little bit like a gourd, is that right? Or Christmas pumpkin, or you could do like red and white, or anyway, I'm just showing you because I'm mega excited about it. And now I've been saying it for ages, and I felt a little bit like, oh, come on now, mustn't lose my shawl hook, and I've been procrastinating, and it's like, no, just do it. The hard part was actually writing the pattern. I tell you how to crochet the pumpkin body, assemble it, and then how to define the segments, how to crochet a stalk and leaves. So I'm trying to sort of make it as user friendly as possible. So yeah, if you're watching, Jeanette, a huge thank you to you. Seriously, you're such a sweetheart. And I love her pumpkin that she's made. So going over, check it out. She's giving you, well, you'll see in person her pink pumpkin, but she's told you what yarn she's used. And again, I think she's like, just use what she had in stash. Oh gosh, it's raining. Right. That was the crochet bit. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me think. Let's talk about sewing. I shared this on a vlog on one channel. Sorry, I don't know what. I had bought from Flying Tiger. Now, we used to have a Flying Tiger in the neighbouring town to me, and it closed. I don't know why. I think I can hazard a guess. I think the rent in that shopping centre is astronomical. So a lot of stores tend to open and close. But from Flying Tiger, I love flying. I love Tiger. Now did I buy it in Utrecht? I can't remember. Lawrence and I, we were out somewhere and there was a flying tiger and I popped in, I think it was in Utrecht, and I saw this and I fell in love with it. It's a punch needle set for 2 toadstools. The quality of the punch is diabolical. And I was that excited. I started it that night. I've done punch needling before. I love it. It's really nice, but you need good equipment. And this fabric, it's not the best quality of fabric, but the pattern is nice. It was just creating like huge holes. So then I was like, what do I do? And I thought, well, I could darn it. And I thought, you know what? I started darning it, and you get, in this, you got the punch needle, which is terrible. You get all the embroidery floss, the hoop, the fabric, printed fabric. You can see, is it showing on the camera? Yeah, there. So I had everything in it, and I used, and I've got loads of silks because I am a cross stitcher and embroidery and hand stitcher and machine sewer. I'm partial to a bit of a thread and needle. Anyway, so this is the first one. And you see I've got a big embroidery needle that I had to kind of darn. Sorry, there's a thread in front. So there's that one. And I just carried on. So I've used all the threads from the kit. And then I thought, did I want to punch needle the second one? And I thought, actually, no, I'm enjoying it. I'd sewn this in a night, and then I did the second one. Now this is thread from my stash, and I need to do the little French knots for the but isn't it beautiful? So you can see the difference. Oh God, the lighting's not good. This is more like a burgundy red, and this is more like a rich red. But where can I see it? Oh my gosh, love them. Love them. What am I going to do with them? I don't know. My friend Antoinette was here the other day in a show, and she said, why don't you frame them? I might do. Jeanette said I did make a nice journal cover. Oh, I'm going to tell you something in a minute. Just had a little epiphany. Anyway, in the incoming, I've got 2 things to show you that kind of spin off from these toadstools. And then, because I was in the mood for sewing, what have I done with it? I've lost. Sorry, it had fallen on the floor. It's got all yarn barf on it. And then I'd seen something on Pinterest, and it was a pin cushion or a cushion, you know, whatever. You put lavender in it, whatever. And it had a little heart on it. And I thought, oh, I would like to make one of them, but with something else. Now, it's not perfectly round, but I don't mind because I am going to segment it. But I made, I'll show you, it's not assembled yet. I've made a little pumpkin. And I don't know if you can pick up on the camera, but I just went over with a cheap eyeshadow, the lines before I stitched it. So it's got like a little bit of a dimensional aspect to it. And I've just blanket stitched around the edges of the pumpkin. Just did a simple, you know, running stitch for the segments, and then a little bit of green thread. So I'm going to stitch that on, and then I'm around the edge, I'm going to embroider around the edge, and then I'm either going to put a nice little cute button in the middle or not. And then I'm going to, probably with the green, I'm going to create like the pumpkin segment. So it is a little bit like a pin cushion. So it's a bit misshapen now, but it's fine. Once I pull it in, it'll be okay. So yeah. That was just something off the top of my head. I'll tell you what inspired me in a minute with the incoming. But I can't wait to finish that. I will show you when I've done it. I like to have all little bits of things at the side of the sofa that I can just faff around with. You know, like, knit a bit of this, crochet a bit of that. Are you the same? I know a lot of people that gives you really bad anxiety because you do one project and you have to finish it. And I'm not. I mean, look at my craft room. I'm not like that. Instantly. There, I don't know if you can see Luna, she's still minus her dress. I had a little hiccup with it, but I think I fixed it now. It's not here. So, last thing, before I tell you about the incoming, is I'm really into decoupage again. Oh my gosh, years ago when I still lived in the UK, I decoupaged everything. If it wasn't screwed down, I would either stencil it or decoupage it. Who remembers changing rooms? That, for me, that was, my idea. That was a dream TV program for me. And every time I watched it, I was, faffing and tinkering around in the house. I did. If it wasn't glued down or nailed down, I would pimp it up in some way. But I've really got into the decoupage. Right, I had this nice but very old glass vase, and I left it outside, and then it got all like line scale in it, and I couldn't clean it off. And I was like, oh, I don't want to give it to the charity shop because it's got like this calc on it, calcium. And then I don't want to throw it away. It's not it's quite a sturdy vase. It's got, it's not one of them that, if you dink it, it'll, like some of these cheap vases say. And I thought, just redo it. So what I've done, I painted the outside. No, first of all, so I washed it. I cleaned everything down with nail polish remover, just to take any grease or residue. And then I painted everything, you can see, in white acrylic. Actually, I didn't paint. Oh gosh, it's fallen to the bottom of my jar. Sorry. Wouldn't you know it? Watch me get my fingers stuck in the pen pot on camera. Not a good start, is it? You're not going to get a professional podcast from me. Yeah, with one of these foam sponges. I don't know if the lighting's showing it up. I found this was the best thing for getting a good coat on. Now, it doesn't give you like a super smooth, effect like you would with a paintbrush. I didn't need that. So that's what it looks like from the inside. I think it's got, and it was only one coat of acrylic paint. I used a good quality one, Amsterdam. It's very good. And then I got some, is it still here or did I take it back down? Yeah, this is really cheap. We have a budget store here in the Netherlands called Action. And I've got loads of these. This is acrylic varnish. It says gloss. It's not that glossy. I diluted this, like 50% this, 50% water. And then I got, I've put them away. I had these nice napkins, and they're 3-ply. So I separated them. So I just had the outer layer. And then I just with a paintbrush, I just picked, so imagine this is a paintbrush. I just, in the varnish, and then I was tearing just little strips or little round pieces off the napkin. There's no pattern repeat to it. And then I'd just pick it up with a wet varnish brush, the paper, dab it on, and then I would just slowly press it in. And I've dropped that. And I'm really, this has got like a bit of a seam. I don't mind. And then I just took, I've got like an upholstery gilding pen. So I just went around the top with the gold pen just to finish it. I'm going to varnish it a bit more. I don't know if I fancy it glossy. So I might, I'm tempted even to put a coat of resin on it. I don't know. But I mean, for a vase that I didn't want to use anymore, it was, ugly. I couldn't donate it and it was too good to break. Sorry. I mean, what a great, upcycle. And I love the colours of this. So I think I might put this on my fire. I'm going to decorate my fire this week for autumn. And then not stopping, I was still obsessed with decoupaging. I had these little balsa wood, 3 little boxes. One of them I've already upcycled. I don't know where it is. Turned it into something. And then I had this. So I've just glued some, it's very reflective, it's very gold, some craft paper that I had in my stash. Another napkin on the top, but what I did I painted the outside of the lip and the top of the lid in like this nice beige colour, and then but not all of it, only the outside, so it gives it like this aged effect. And then it's single ply, the napkin, same as what I did with the vase. And then so it's a bit see-through, so it gives it this, like, you can see it's a bit dark around the edges. And this, I'll show you in the incoming, is a decoupage transfer pumpkin. And then again, I went round it with the gilding pen, the top and bottom, and it's just a little storage box. You know, what am I going to do with it? I don't know, but I love it. What do you think? It's a nice effect, eh? Just simple things. So I'm really into my decoupage again, how you can just make things look nice for, you know, on a budget, and things you've already, you know, if you've got like a nice magazine and this a little piece of, I don't know, somebody's wallpaper in their house that you like, you know, tear it out, stick it on something. That's my neighbour, can you hear them? Right, I think that's all the things I've been busy with crafting wise. Incoming. Let me just pause the video. I can't waffle for an hour straight for some reason. If the video's too long, the audio and the visual go out of sync, so it looks like I'm like miming or dubbed or something. It's very weird. So over the years I've kind of worked out 20 minutes seems to be the sweet spot. Right, incoming and plans. So the decoupage, talking of that, I bought, what have I done with it? Oh, it's right next to me. I bought this crate a few weeks back. I was out with my friend Nicola having a mooch in the village, and they had these nice, it was a new shop. I think is it called Kik in the Netherlands? These little cheap, you know, like balsa wood crates, and I picked one up. This, I'm going to decorate this for my fireside display, so I really need to get onto that. I've just been obsessed with knitting. And then so the pumpkin, that's from this pack that I bought from a friend's store who's sadly closed now. So I've snipped one thing out of it, and this is by Redesign. If you're into like upcycling furniture or, you know, paper crafting, you'll probably be familiar with them. Or they do silicone molds to make nice shapes. Yeah, Redesign. And this is Deco Transfers, and it's called Pumpkin Patch Galore. So obviously I've opened it. These are all the transfers. Now they're not glossy, they're very, very matte. And they've got, that's what this is for, to so you peel, I'll tell you, you peel the white paper off the back, you stick it down to whatever you're decoupaging on, you leave this glossy paper on, and then you do this along the surface quite rigorously. You're not going to damage that plastic sheet till it all sticks, and then you peel the plastic sheet off, and then it's really, really thin. It's a bit crinkled because the napkin's crinkled underneath, but I don't mind it. And that's the effect. So I've got quite a few of these. I won't open them because they're very slippy, but these are all the different pumpkins you get in them. And I'm thinking of decoupaging it. I've got some nice autumn napkins, just distressing it, maybe putting some lettering on it so it's like like an apple crate or something, and putting, you know, all things like this in it for the fire display. So that's one thing. Now, one of the, here it is, I don't know if you can, is it going to pick up on camera? I've got something dark to put it against. No, I haven't. That wasn't clever of me. Maybe against my crochet. Yeah, can you see? So this was the glossy part of one of these transfers, and this is why you don't, you know, don't throw things away. This is now a template for the pumpkin. I mean, it's lovely. So I'm going to do that with the other ones because it's bigger pumpkins. So I'm going to save them. I've got a little drawer up there, or a paper drawer down here. But I thought I'd show you that. What a great use of crafting leftovers. Oh yeah, the other thing, I think I did post this on my Instagram, and I was itching to go. Now I'm a little bit kind of like, oh, there's one of those transfers. Isn't that beautiful? I'm kind of thinking, is it a spring make? But anyway, I bought, it's quite newly published. It's by Carla Mitrani. And I've got one of her other books as well. I can't think what she makes. Oh, no, it's gone out of my head. But she's brought out a new book, Peter Rabbit Crochet Toys. How cute are they? So it came, I don't know if it's any good. I've not made any of the patterns. It's very nice quality, this book. Beautiful paper. But I thought, well, you know, maybe you can have a go at, where is he? Come on. I'm tempted by the goose. Jeanette's been making geese. Oh, that's gorgeous. Where is he? Sorry, should have put a bookmark in this. Yeah, I'm tempted to do Benjamin first. And I've even got, in a bag from Karen, Stitches and Jacks, it's all full of fluff. I've even put all the yarn together, do it in Katona. Don't know if you can see. So I've got all the colours together, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm just not feeling like I want to make him just yet. But there's a lot. I mean, I'm tempted to make all of them. There's some of them, it's like, would it be a bit fiddly? Like Mrs. Tiggywinkle is adorable, but I'm not really into, I love tiny crochet, but I don't enjoy it. I find, you know, when it like, oh, Jeanette did a Tilda doll, crocheted a Tilda doll. It's stunning. Actually, sewing a Tilda doll is still on my list. I've got quite a few Tilda pattern books up there. And I was going to do one for Christmas, but it's just, it's like the little limbs, you know, it's like going around. I struggle. I've got arthritis, but anyway, waffle. But I've got everything good to go. So when I get the urge or the feeling I want to make, you know, Peter Rabbit, off I go. What else? So I'll show you the decoupage. Oh yeah, going back to the toadstools. Got a bag here of goodies. I think I've shared this on the vlog, but that's not uploaded yet. I went to, so my friend Antoinette, I think I mentioned, came to see me yesterday, and then I took her to one of our neighbouring towns or villages. It's got, did you hear my stomach? It's got an amazing craft shop. It's one of those. It's not big, but it's just packed to the rafters. And the first time you go in, it is quite overwhelming. You just don't know where to look. And I'm really lucky that if I see something I'm inspired, I can just pop there. You know, she sells painting equipment, paper crafting, any kind of glue you need, diamond painting. She sells wool, resin, Fimo, felt, anything. And she doesn't have like vast quantities, but she's got like pretty much every craft covered, but not like huge quantities of it. But anyway, whilst I was there, going back to this, I saw she had a punch needle, and it does, as I said, I've done quite a few punch needling crafts, and this looks like it's not a bad needle compared to the other ones I had. I did have one that wasn't too bad, but I don't know what I've done with it. So I thought, let me just buy one. And because I've got loads of fabric, you know, you can punch needle on anything. And this was $14.95, so could have got it cheaper, possibly. I don't mind supporting local though. So it's who is it by? I don't see. Should I put my glasses on? The make of it. Creotime, www.creotime.com. Never heard of it, but it seems quite sturdy, and you get some spares with it as well. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on with that, because I would like to do those toadstools, although stupidly I didn't trace the pattern. I had an idea as well. I might get like an adult colouring book, because you can trace. They have like nice simple outlines of things. And I thought, if I find one, and I like autumn ones, or I'll tell you in a minute, you know, things, you know, shapes that I like, or flowers, or, you know, anything, or Christmas, you know, baubles, then I'm gonna, because the Action sometimes has adult colouring books, mandalas, and I thought they'd be great for either embroidery or needle punching, because you can just get some parchment paper or tracing paper and trace around the pattern and transfer it onto a bit of fabric. You could get what's it called, the dissolving fabric paper. I forget what it's called now. Sorry, my slippers just disappeared. Got it. Right, a couple more things incoming. Whilst I was at the craft shop, I bought a little polystyrene cone for Christmas. I'm going to crochet a Christmas tree. I always crochet something seasonal, you know, whatever we're in. If it's February, maybe a heart or a little placemat coaster, or, you know, Easter. I like to crochet something small for the season. The other thing I bought, actually it was on my list. I needed them. It was a pack of 2. But they're light, like a fine mist spray. I've got squirty bottles, but I wanted something that was really light. I wanted one for my hair, because I've got, I mean, you can't see it's pinned back. I've got quite wavy hair naturally. I put a hair mask in so it's flopped a bit, and then I don't want to wash my hair too often. I'll probably wash it like twice a week, but and if I wet it with my hands, it gets too. So I wanted a nice fine spray, but also I wanted one for crafting. So it was a pack of 2. The only one she had in the shop. This is a Nuvo light mist spray bottle. These are quite reasonable, €7 for 2. This is from Tonic Studios UK. Tonic Studios UK. So I'll let you know how I get on with them. They're just a great size. And as I said, you know, I've not tried them, but you're supposed to get a very fine mist with them. So when you're working with paper and painting, that's perfect. But also, and then I bought for the gingerbread season. She had some nice drawable cozies in. They're very, I think I said this on the vlog, which is yet to go up. These are very, very similar to, I can show you, the Scheepjes Soft Fun. Look at that. The texture, the weight, everything. I think, I'm going to say it, the Scheepjes feels a little bit better quality. But this, I don't know if you can see, on camera there is a slight difference. This is not showing up very well, but this is more gingerbready and this is more rust colour. So I saw it, they had it on shelf, and I thought every time Christmas comes, and then and I'm like, where's all my gingerbread colours? If I want to make a gingerbread man or a house, whatever. So I just picked up a ball of that. I don't know the price of it. It's no price in it. Then the other thing, talking about paper crafting, and then which got me thinking with these, I've been wanting to make a Alice in Wonderland junk journal forever. I've bought Alice in Wonderland junk journal kits off Etsy, porch prints, Ginger Cat Creation, loads of them, and I've never printed them off or made them. And then I saw this is by Stampera, and it's Alice in Christmas, but it's not totally Christmassy. So you could get, like, they've got, for example, at the back, you know, these, like, the backing paper. But look, playing cards. I love Stampera. I know Jeanette's a big fan of Stampera as well. I've had a few pads off them. Oh, they're so beautiful. So some of them are quite Christmassy. See, look at that. The paper you could use for something else and just use the nutcrackers at the bottom. So it was a bit spendy for paper. It was €20, but you get loads of stuff in it. Oh. This is the back. So you get eight double-faced pages, 220 gram, 4 adhesive pages of stickers, 120 gram, and then 4 double-faced cut out, so ephemera for, and they're 220 grams. It's very good quality cardstock. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera that you can see. So, and the thing is, I've bought from the hobby shop where I go to, I've bought loads of pads from her over the years, and you know, I just snip little bits out. You can have them for years. The reason that I'm not a massive junk journaler. I'm not a huge paper crafter. If I'm honest with you, it's YouTube that got me fired up, because you know, things just pop up and I would spend hours just sat there watching people cut things out. And then Jeanette told me, we had a little confessional, and she said, oh, I love watching these videos. I was like, me too. But Jeanette sort of took it a step further and really, really into the junk journaling. Oh my gosh, she makes amazing ones. I'm a dabbler, but I have a big, massive stock of like paper crafting supplies because of my dollhouse. And if you don't know, I have a very old doer-upper, fixer-upper vintage dollhouse. It's in the lounge, and we bought it just before lockdown, and it was completely bare. And then that was my, you know, keep sane project. I've been decorating it and painting it, and so I have a lot of stuff from there. And then I used to make cards for only for friends, you know, birthday cards and stuff, not Christmas cards. It was more like thank you and birthday cards. And I do a lot of crafting with the kids. So, you know, over the years, I've built up quite a healthy stock of paper crafting stuff. But it's not because I'm a journaler. I don't keep a journal, but I just like making them. But this, oh, and Jeanette's channel is so inspiring. She's really making super duper stuff at the moment. So yeah, right, I think that's it. I don't know if we're going to be under an hour, hopefully, or maybe you can watch me in a few sections. Future plans, well, I'm going to carry on with the anthology throw. I'm going to get stuck in and get the tutorial for the pumpkin made, the ultimate crochet pumpkin pattern, publish that, put it on Ravelry, I hope. It will be for free, and I hope you have a go and make it. And maybe you can tag me, but I'll do a separate, I'll probably do like a launch video of it. Should we do that? I think. I'm going to maybe do a bit of paper punch needling, paper crafting. I really need to finish poor Luna, who's still not got a nose. I need to finish her dress. Yeah, I've got loads of crafting stuff, and I decorate my fireside. I think the fireside might be in the vlog, I think. So anyway, as I said, links or descriptive text, timestamps, everything below. Please, I know from previous experience, a lot of people watch your content without subscribing. Subscribing is totally free. You just need to make a YouTube account, but it doesn't mean that you have to post videos. It's a little bit misleading, but you just create the account. Don't ever have to post anything. But having an account, the same as you would for, you know, buying from Amazon or ordering from Etsy or logging into Ravelry, it's the same kind of log on. And that enables you to subscribe to channels, comment. You get a little bit more freedom to interact more with videos, and it helps the channel grow massively. And if you want to hit the like, thumbs up somewhere, depending on what device you're on, and if you can see the notification bell somewhere on your screen, it's different on phones, tablets, laptops, TVs. I do know that, and I don't know where they are placed on all of them, but if you hit that every time there's a new video, YouTube will tell you. And yeah, say hello in the comments. And but yeah, please subscribe. That would be really helpful. It was very difficult from my vlog channel. I walked away from over 2,000 subscribers, which just broke my heart. And then in the Woven Almanac channel, the old one, 1,700, and it's taken me years to build up that community. But the amazing thing is, on the vlog, as I'm filming this today, there's like well over 700 subscribers, so I'm feeling good. People are slowly discovering that I've started up again. So I'm sorry, it's a bit messy, but you know, hopefully, you know, this is the first proper podcast, business as usual, and we'll get going and we'll make it work again. So thanks for stopping by. Stay safe. I hope you're doing some nice fall, autumny things wherever you are. I realise depending on what hemisphere you're in, you're getting ready for spring or summer. So that must be very peculiar to see all this, you know, chatty cold talk, you know, about falling leaves and pumpkins and stuff. I do realise that, but I hope you've enjoyed spending some of your time with me, and let me know if you've been working on something while I've been waffling away. Stay safe, take care, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.